Most Aussies today think life insurance is a modern financial invention, but the truth is, it's older than Australia's own independence. Back in the 1800s, when Australia was nothing but a rough colony full of convicts, gold diggers, and bushrangers, life insurance was quietly reshaping families' futures. People were fighting droughts, diseases, and dangerous working conditions with no safety nets. But there were a few smart Aussies who realized that life could flip in a heartbeat and they needed protection. And what they created in the 1800s still affects every Australian today. This story isn't just history, it's a wake-up call for modern Australia. Australia in the 1800s was wild, unpredictable, and honestly, deadly. From risky sea journeys to gold rush accidents, families were left financially broken when tragedy struck. That's when the very first idea of life insurance quietly entered the continent, brought over from British financial models. It started slow, but eventually it became one of the most powerful tools for protecting Australian households. And today, understanding that history helps us see why insurance still matters, maybe more than ever. Life in 1800s Australia, a dangerous place to live. Australia in the early 1800s wasn't the safe and developed nation we know today. It was a harsh land of survival. Everyday workers, from shepherds to miners, risked their lives constantly with no backup plan. If a breadwinner died, the family was left to fend for themselves, often falling into poverty instantly. Diseases like typhoid, tuberculosis, and influenza wiped out families because medical care was limited. In this chaos, the idea of protecting your family financially became more than just smart, it became necessary. The first types of insurance, marine and fire. Before life insurance became popular, marine and fire insurance arrived first in Australia. Ships carrying wool, gold, food, and supplies needed protection because one shipwreck could ruin an entire business. As trade increased, insurance became a backbone of Australia's early economy. Business owners realized that risk wasn't something to fear, it was something to manage. And this mindset opened the door for life insurance to enter the picture. The birth of life insurance in Australia. Life insurance formally entered Australia around the mid-1800s, mostly copied from British financial systems. The idea was simple. If something happened to you, your family wouldn't be destroyed financially. Early policies focused on government workers, businessmen, and educated families who could afford premiums. But soon, everyday Australians realized this wasn't a luxury, it was protection from disaster. This shift in thinking created the foundation of Australia's first homegrown insurance companies. AMP, Australia's first life insurance giant. In 1849, the Australian Mutual Provident Society AMP was founded in Sydney, marking a historic milestone. AMP wasn't just selling insurance, they were selling hope to Australian families. They offered policies that felt fair, human, and designed for the Aussie way of life. People trusted them, and that trust helped them grow into one of Australia's biggest financial institutions. This was the moment life insurance officially became part of Australian culture. One major reason Aussies trusted insurance in the 1800s is because life itself was so unpredictable. People didn't have government benefits, superannuation, or safety nets like today. When someone died, the family depended entirely on savings, community support, or charity. Insurance became a smart and reliable way to avoid financial collapse. And slowly, Aussies realized it wasn't just a contract, it was peace of mind. During the 1850s gold rush era, thousands rushed into dangerous mining regions. Mines collapsed, fires broke out, and diseases spread quickly among crowded camps. Families needed protection more than ever, because one accident could destroy their future. Insurance companies saw this demand and expanded rapidly into gold fields. The gold rush didn't just bring wealth, it brought awareness about financial risk. In the late 1800s, more Australian women began taking life insurance policies, especially widows and single mothers. Society was changing, and women needed protection just as much as men did. Insurance companies introduced new policies tailored for women and children, making financial security accessible to more families. This shift strengthened the insurance industry even further, and it marked the beginning of financial independence for many women in Australia. By the late 1800s, insurance companies were investing in infrastructure, buildings, and businesses across Australia. They funded roads, telegraph systems, and even public institutions. This meant life insurance wasn't just helping families, it was building the nation itself. The money collected from premiums was being reinvested directly into Australia's growth. Without these investments, many parts of modern Australia wouldn't exist as we know them. Even though insurance existed in the 1800s, many Aussies ignored it until tragedy struck. They thought, "I'm young, nothing will happen to me," the same mistake people still make today. Families were financially destroyed because they waited too long, and even now, a large number of Australians remain uninsured or underinsured. History keeps repeating itself because we ignore the lessons of the past. The challenges of the 1800s were different, but the risk is still the same. Life can change overnight, and no one is ever fully prepared. That's why insurance was created not as a business trick, but as a shield for families. Understanding this history helps us realize its importance today. and it reminds us that protection is always better than regret. The story of insurance in 1800s. Australia isn't just a chapter from the past, it's a reminder of how fragile life can be. Those early Aussies made choices that protected their families and shaped an entire financial system, and today, we're living with the benefits of their foresight. But the question is, are we learning from their wisdom, or ignoring it? Because the risks might look different now, but the consequences are still the same. In our next video, we're diving into the 1900s Australian insurance boom, when modern policies, frauds, scandals, and massive payouts changed everything. So make sure you hit subscribe, drop a like, and stick around. The real Aussie financial secrets are just getting started.